Hello and welcome back to my channel with a new video. My name is Nora, Noor, say it however you like it. I have been thinking a lot about my channel's content lately, and I feel like I talk a lot about random shit but what I saw that was most consistent, with me at least, was me talking about Lebanon and my struggle coming here and all the struggles that came with it, and just talking about where I moved and stuff like that. And of course I share a lot about Lebanon, about the culture, about what's happening there, about how it affects people around me, how it affects me personally. I talk a lot about things that I see that I feel like they're wrong. Of course, like racism, that's a big thing. About Islamophobia, about how people are so against Arabs and Muslims as well. So for sure I've been focusing a lot on those subjects. So people, please don't get mad at me that my channel is going towards that way, and kind of like ditching my old first content. It's not like I have many people watching, but I just want to say that. So I wanted to talk about a little something today that I have been thinking about for a few days. A few days ago, I heard news that a very close, very important person in our family, and very important person to our family, has passed away. And every family member has been dealing with it differently. For me, I'm just still like state of shock, it's the first time I deal with death to like a person kind of close-ish to me. It's not like she's my mom or my dad or like really that close entourage, but she was, and she is, I don't want to say was, she is a very important person. She was there all the time in my childhood, from maybe 3, 4 till 9, 10. I used to see her all the time. She used to take care of us because my parents were busy most of the time. But she was there for us a lot. And no, she didn't die because of Corona. She died because, I mean, she's old. She's in her 80s, I think. I mean, it was her time. But this thing made me think a lot about how a lot of us weren't there when she died. Most of the important people that cared about her were not there for her burial. They weren't there. And it really breaks my heart to know she was mostly alone when she passed away. And it sucks. That's what I have been talking about for a while, that when you travel, you're gonna miss out on a lot. You're gonna leave family behind. You're gonna leave people that you care behind, and their lives is gonna go as well. Like, you have your life, they have their own lives, and you're not gonna be with them anymore. And you have to think about that something might happen to them, bad or good, and you won't be there. The most thing that bothered me, that she was alone. Even though she was with her daughter when she passed away, But to me, I felt like she was still alone. Not a lot of people went to her burial. Her sister did not go. A lot of her people that cared about her are in US, and they didn't get to see her before she died. Me and my brothers, it really sucks, because that's what you have to deal with when you move out from your country. That's what's gonna happen. And it made me thinking that it scared me that something similar might happen to my parents, and I won't be there for them. I mean, she was a big part of my childhood, a big part, but it's been years since I last seen her. She was very sick and I couldn't go, and I kind of hate myself for not going, or for us not going to see her. And what hurts me the most is the most important person was not there for her, which was my grandmother, her sister. She was basically my grandmother. She was always there. She was the best, kindest person. I'm not joking, not even joking. She was the kindest person ever. But yeah, I don't want to like make this video about like, oh my god, someone passed away from my family, or someone I cared about passed away. It's more me reflecting on this, and I don't want sympathy. I just want to put the light on that when you move out, you're gonna have those problems, and I'm going through them right now, and I'm scared for worse later on in life, that I left a lot of people that I care about behind, and it's inevitable. It's going to happen someday. My parents dying or me dying first, I don't know. I know that we hate to think about death. I think personally, when I think about death, I'm more at peace with it than a lot of people. A lot of people, they get really scared and panic mode or whatever. Maybe because it didn't hit me so closely yet. But I still don't think that, I mean, I'll be devastated if my parents died. Or my brothers died, or my cousin best friend died. I'll be devastated. But the idea of death, it doesn't really bother me as much. It's just me leaving behind my parents alone before something bad happens. That's what scares me. The thought of leaving them alone at that time, even though maybe I'll die first and I'll be alone. That's what's scariest, to be like alone at the time, at that specific time, which is terrifying, I think, more than death itself, because you need someone with you, and I think it's very important. At least I feel like it's very important that you should be there for the person. And I joke a lot. I mean, I shouldn't joke about that. I joke a lot about like me dying at my 30s or 40s. But I've been thinking a lot about it, like me dying at this age. Like I feel it. I don't know. Like I know I feel, you feel, a lot of people feel, but God does what it wants to do. If you don't believe in God, like fate or whatever, it will happen at any point. Like you feeling doesn't really matter. But yeah, well, I'm stressed a bit, this helps. But yeah, like I don't think I still don't want to like say I'm so chill with the there's no one is chill with the idea of death. You just can't be, you can't accept it, which I think I accept it, but I feel terrible if someone close to me died. I'll be depressed. I don't know. But I think I accept it. I'm sorry, I never really think about what I'm gonna say before a video. I just talk. I think it's not the best thing since I can't. I mean, as you know, or I think you noticed that English is not my first language, it's my third language, so please, I see the comments that people can't really understand me sometimes, or they can't really focus on what I'm saying. I'm sorry, but English is my third language, so bear with me, or just don't watch me, I'm sorry. But I'm trying, I'm really trying. I've done a video about it before, about the struggles of just moving out and leaving your country. I think I want to say it again. This is what happens when you leave loved ones, people you care about, behind. Stuff will happen and you'll feel terrible about it. It's not a good thing. I was talking to my brother over an hour on the phone a few hours ago, and that's what I'm doing this video now. I feel like I have things to say. We're talking about how we left our country and followed. I mean, I'm not gonna shame people that do that. I did this. Follow, you know, their comfort. I mean, everyone does that. You want to follow your comfort, right? Follow what's best for you, but a lot of the times you don't think about people around you, and I feel like that was a bit selfish of me. It's not just that. It's not like I'm super happy here as well. I feel a lot homesick, like I said in many videos of mine. I always feel homesick. I always feel like I have to go back. But when I go back, it's a freaking mess there, so it's not really easy. And I always tell myself, if things were better there, I would have definitely went back and work and try to have a living there and be next to my parents. But I really can't do that. I think it just came to a point where I'm more used to living here than there, even though my heart is there. So it'd be a lot of struggle to go back there, a lot of struggle. And here a lot of people do not know that you have electricity, you have really water all the time. You have a lot of luxurious, I wouldn't say luxurious, but like basics of life that we don't have back in Lebanon and back in a lot of places. And it sucks that I got used to living like this, and when I go back I always struggle to get used to living back there with barely any electricity, no internet most of the time because there's no electricity, having no job, even though I don't have a job now, okay? Just not being able to live properly. It's very hard to, you know, get used to that again. I think that's all. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what. I'm all over the place today. I'm sleeping alone. I'm alone at home, and it sucks. And my kitty is sleeping on my bed. It's so cute. Anyways, sorry about the rambling. I ramble a lot sometimes, especially because I haven't met people in days. That's why. Okay, if you like this video, thumbs up. I don't know. I'm in a weird mood today. If you like my content, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.